Hi, I'm Michaela Wart,
Randy Edwards.
and today we are going to be announcing the second game of the day at the Denton Ryan Raiders field. So today we'll be playing 16 Naudin South versus the Texas Elite,
Tulsa Elite.
3-16. The Tulsa Elite takes the field as Hannah Decker will be in the circle, and then behind the plate will be Trinity Kuntz.
If you can, say maybe the picture and I'll record her. There are actually two. We're on two. Okay. Say something about pitch.
And leading things off for 16 Naudin South will be Mia Loscano, number 5. And a bunt, looks like it's foul. That would have been a perfect bunt if it was just a little bit to the right side. But overall, Mia Loscano has a lot of speed, so she just has to tap and run, and she'll be at first pretty easily. Count is now 0-1. A good pitch. Lefty on lefty matchup. And another good pitch by the pitcher, Hannah Decker. Does a good job of painting the outside corner. And Mia Loscano did a good job of fouling that pitch off. There's not really much you can do with that, but foul it off. Count is 0-2. And a perfectly placed ball over the shortstop's head. A nice attempt by number 6.
Lopez.
Yes. And now to bat, we have number 27, Megan Lee, with a quick runner at first. Let's see if this is a bunt situation or if she's just going to hit away.
Might be a take to move me over to second here. There you go.
There you go. Good call there.
Well, she plays on my daughter's high school team, so this
Yeah.
is pretty common. So.
Nice.
Possibly.
But it's a showcase.
Another outside pitch.
Good frame job there by Trinity Kuntz.
Yeah, for sure. And you know the umpire's staying pretty consistent with that outside pitch, so that's good to know as a pitcher and a hitter.
1-2.
And a ball hit up the middle. That will score Loscano. A good piece of hitting by Megan Lee. And that will bring up number 12, Lily Garcia.
3.
Still have no outs and a runner at first. Gloria Naudin leads 1-0. And a pop fly.
Center fielder Reese Heffley is under it, makes the catch.
Runner is still at first. We have Megan Lee. And now up to bat, number 4 hole,
Nat Pacheco.
Nat Pacheco, number 10.
We got one down. Good double play ball. Throw is wide to first base.
Went in the dugout.
Yeah, and as a pitcher, that's exactly the ball you want. You just want, with one out and a runner at first, you just want to produce balls up the middle. That way, it can be an easy turn up the middle.
She also plays varsity basketball.
And that'll bring up number 44, Grace Simmons.
2.
And another ball outside.
Nope. Strike one on the corner.
Got 2 outs, runner at second. And a line drive to left that will be caught to
For the
end.
third out.
Yep, for the third out to end the top of the first. 16 Naudin South will lead the Tulsa Elite 316 1-0.
And wait like 3 seconds.
It's the bottom of the first. 16 Naudin South leads 1-0 over the Tulsa Elite 316 team. In the circle we have number 6, Annalise Solis. And behind the plate we have Lily Garcia, number 12. Leading things off for the Tulsa Elite we have number 20, Reese Heffley. And that'll be 2 strikes on the batter. Change up outside. That's a good pitch for an 0-2 count.
Good location based on what the ump has been calling, right?
For sure. And good discipline by the batter, Reese Heffley, for not going for that. Counts 1-2. And strike 3 is called. Throw it around a little bit. Got 1 out. And that'll bring up number 6, Navana Lopez, playing shortstop.
I'm on board. 2.
And the ball is fouled off.
On 3.
A low pitch is thrown for the count to be 1-1.
Go ahead and give you a rundown here around defensively for Naudin South team. Going around the horn on the infield, we got Tamar Reyna at third and Loscano at short, Brooke Civic at second, and Grace Simmons at first.
And strike 2 is thrown.
Then to finish out defensively out in the outfield, we got number 45, Megan Kellner in left, Megan Lee in center, and CJ Castilla in right.
Ball is thrown outside.
Live on that outside corner, right?
Yeah, for sure. And she brings it inside to jam the batter a little bit. Navana Lopez does a good job of fouling that pitch off. Count is 2-2.
Yeah, an interesting thing about Nevaeh is that she can, she's a switch hitter, so she's left or right side of the plate.
It's cool. Good job of fouling it off. Yeah, you don't see too many switch hitters around anymore.
So she follow, say, baseball style, where if it's a left-handed pitcher, she bats from the right side?
Yeah, her grandpa's the first base coach, and he played some, I don't know if it's semi-pro fast pitch, so he's kind of grew up with it.
Instilled that philosophy.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Well, that'll be strike 3. The second strikeout for
Annalise Solis. Yeah, there you go.
the go.
Next up, Audrey Rumsey gets a first base hit for Tulsa Elite 316.
And that'll bring up number 22, Riley Lusk. Riley Lusk is playing second base for the Tulsa Elite. And Lily Garcia is doing a great job behind the plate of being aware of the runner at first, making sure that she doesn't go anywhere. Count is 0-1.
Nice changeup.
Yeah, it was a really good changeup. 0-2 count, 2 outs. Ball was high. It was a good 0-2 pitch. Or 2, yeah, 0-2 pitch.
Don't
And
need
that's
to.
strike 3.
First base was occupied, so it's an automatic out on a strikeout.
All right, and that will close out the first inning. 16 Naudin South leading the Tulsa Elite 316, 1-0. It's the top of the second. 16 Naudin South leading the Tulsa Elite 316, 1-0. For leadoff, we have in the 6th hole, Brooke Civic, number 2.
Brooke attends Bernie High School. She's the 2022 graduating year, so she'll be heading into her senior year. She's actually committed to go play for Texas A&M Kingsville.
There we go.
Brooke does a great job of as a slapper, true slapper, not a power hitter, but she'll put it anywhere within 5 feet of the plate, and there's no way to get her out. Let's see what she does here.
I feel like she had her hair.
It used to be, she used to dye it blonde. This is her natural color.
2 balls, 1 strike with the foul tip.
I'm like, that's not what she's like.
The attempted bunt.
Yeah, I walked in, I was like, who is that?
What? I have black hair.
But you do that.
I just did.
Brooke Civic up to bat with some speed.
She actually swung away that time.
A ground ball back to the pitcher for the quick out, which brings up number 11, CJ Castilla.
Oh yeah, I can see it now. I'm 3.
Just a high outside pitch. Hannah Decker's doing a good job of staying with that outside corner. We know the umpire calls it, so she's just painting that corner.
Yeah, she spins the ball really well.
Yeah.
She comes from a 4A school, Andale, Kansas, and they were second in state this year. Andale's a dominant sports in 4A. They win about every sport every year.
Yeah. And being a lefty pitcher with spin, that's already a difficult thing to see as a batter. There's not many lefty pitchers around. And the count is 3-0. And the strike is called. And ball 4. So CJ Castilla is at first base, and that'll bring up number 41, Lindsay Odell.
Lindsay Odell is a 22 graduate, and she's actually committed to go play for Loyola Marymount. out in California, so she'll be heading there next summer. See her pitching later today.
And the strike is called on the inside corner.
She's another multi-sport athlete, like many of these girls are, playing volleyball.
Strike 2.
Super smart, obviously, to go to LMU, but she's currently also second in her class, so good job by Lindsay there.
Just gets a pizza of it to remain 0-2.
Ball is high.
Well done by the third baseman.
Yep, that's a heads-up play to get the lead runner at second base.
I'm sorry for that. Give me just a second. Yeah, we're gonna see again.
Let's get a replay of the play by Emma Edwards. A hard hit ground ball. Quick turn.
To get the lead runner, now we have 2 outs.
We missed one pitch. Make sure you tell me.
1 ball on the batter. And now to bat is Katie Noble, number 99.
Katie attends Hayes High School down in Kyle, Texas area, which is south of Austin. She also has played a few years of volleyball, as you can imagine, by her tall stature.
Tell him that transition went well.
Ball is just high. Make the count 3-0 with 2 outs. And a good line drive through the 5-6 hole to make runners at first and second.
This brings up number 77, Tamar Reyna. You see her around the infield at third base or second base. She attends Lockhart High School. This has been a 3-year varsity starter there. Currently ranked second in her class there in Lockhart. Spoke to a few girls on the team, and it's amazing when you ask them what they do outside of softball, and a lot of them say eating, obviously, but then sleeping. I think those are 2 requirements.
Yeah, and with just such a busy summer schedule that they've had, something that you need.
Yeah, and they get creative with their food or sleeping positions in the vehicle or
For sure.
couches in hotel rooms.
And the count is now 1-2.
Kind of switching between 2 and 3 right now.
Nasty little change-up pitch there to get her to swing.
Which is just outside for the strikeout. And that'll be 3 outs for the Tulsa Elite 316. 16 and Naudin leads 1-0.
We're gonna score on them. They ain't stopping us.
All right, bottom of the second. Score is 1-0. 16 Naudin South leads. And that will bring up number 5 hole hitter Emma Edwards. Pitch is started and a good outside pitch to get Emma Edwards to chase for the first strike.
Little defensive shift here by Naudin South. We got Katie Noble at first base now. And in the outfield, they just kind of rolled the dice a little bit and swapped them around. We got CJ in left, Megan Kellner in center, and Megan Lee in right.
And strike 2. You can see Emma Edwards, she has a tactic to her hitting where she bites her shirt. That just helps with pulling off of pitches from her shoulder. And the 0-2 pitch. Almost gets her. Umpire says she didn't go. So the count is 1-2. And a good changeup. Ground ball to shortstop. A good drop step by the shortstop to field that ball and fire it onto first.
It's Mia Loscano out there at shortstop with that gun from the hole.
And that'll bring up number 7, Trinity Kuntz. From Derby, Kansas. And another good pitch with that curveball. She's doing a good job of painting those corners.
If you want your daughter to recruit that woman that just walked out,
Who was it?
that's Sherry Martin.
Yeah, we're with NSR. We had Robbie Wilson until he died during COVID.
And a high pitch.
So now
Yeah.
Count is 1-1 now with 1 out.
Does not have.
And a pitch is that jams Trinity Kuntz, but she fouls it off.
Trinity's a big, strong kid. She's an underclassman, but she stands about 5'11", and lots of power and cannon for an arm at catcher.
And jam just off the handle of her bat to second base. And the play, the ground ball play to second base will end her Trinity Kuntz's at bat and bring up Lauren McNaught, number 32.
It's coming. 6 feet.
Good first pitch strike.
Annalise is painting those corners today. She's doing a good job today.
Yeah, you can tell that she has confidence in her curveball. It's one of her pitches that she throws a lot for her first strike. Another ball just off the hands, a ground ball to first base as she taps the base. That'll close out the bottom of the second inning. 16 Naudin South leading over the Tulsa Elite 316 1-0.
All right, I'm gonna play.
right, welcome back, folks. Bringing up, starting off this inning for Naudin South is going to be number 45, Megan Kellner. She's currently been playing in the outfield. You'll see her later today behind the dish as well. She attends Hayes High School. She's an uncommitted 2022 at this point.
Not for long.
Look at just thrown.
She might have an interesting couple weeks coming up.
For sure.
Many visits planned.
So great.
Hannah Decker is still in the circle.
Oh, that's a hit.
And a line drive to left center gap. Oh,
You always like
gets
that with
past.
the coach in the sidelines, right?
Oh, she's going for third.
You're greedy.
Yep.
There we go.
And gets in for the triple.
Oh, shoot. She's contemplating. Alright,
Instant replay.
we're gonna play that again. Yes, yes, sir.
Instant replay.
We're gonna get an instant replay. Love him. Did a good job of staying inside that pitch. Rolls all the way to the fence, just to allow her to get to third.
All right. Had one pitch there while you're watching that replay. It's called strike one on Haley Carmona, number 4. She's a. Oh, there's a pass ball. Megan Kellner's going to score from third easily there. Brings the score 2-0 Naudin South over Tulsa Elite 3-16. Haley Carmona is a 2023 graduate out of Canyon High School in New Braunfels, Texas. Just kind of in between Kyle and San Antonio Shirts area. It's a good job of hitting there, but great job at third baseman. Unfortunate drop by the first baseman. What's that third baseman's name? Great job there on defensively.
Well, Peyton Spexarth came up with a great play. Throw was there, but Canfield just couldn't hold on.
That happens. That brings us around to the top of the lineup again, to Mia Loscano.
She was the first run in the first inning. She got all around the bases pretty fast, showcased her speed pretty well. Count is 1-1.
She went after that one, fouled that off. Mia is a 23 graduate. She's obviously not committed at this point. Also attends Hayes High School in the Kyle area. She's the kind of batter that can, put it within 4 feet of the plate and she'll reach easily with her long giraffe legs. But she can also switch around to the right side sometimes and do a little bit of power hitting. So.
And a 2-2 count. Kind of the same spot as her first hit, just not far enough to poke it in the hole. And that will bring up number 27, Megan Lee, who has an RBI that hit Mia Loscano in the first inning. She fouls off the pitch.
Megan Lee is also, just like Brooke Civic, her teammate, she's also committed to Texas A&M Kingsville. So 2 teammates here will be teammates in the future. That'll be fun.
Yep. Shown bunt, but the pitch is a ball.
Megan goes to Leander High School. They made it pretty deep into the playoffs. I think they made it into the 5th round before they lost out, which is great for them. It's unfortunate for these select teams as you start your summer ball.
All right.
You're missing
The ball
players.
is popped up and just fair. It's a perfectly placed ball to bring Megan Lee to second base, and Mia Loscano is on third. In the 3 hole, we have Lily Garcia, number 12, who's also behind the plate.
Yeah, Lily joined our team starting this summer. She lives in Troy, kind of around that Waco area. Great addition to the team. She's a 2023 as well. Getting some interest in her from the college coaches.
And a ground ball pulled through the 5-6 hole.
Go get her.
Megan Lee scores.
In a
but now
pickle.
they're in a pickle.
And she's out.
Oh, okay.
And we decided to throw it around and throw a wild to the second baseman. And Glory scores.
So Megan Lee is tagged out, but Mia Loscano scores as well as Lily Garcia, making the score 3-0. Let's get a replay on that play.
Good job there on the runner. Unfortunate. All right, that brings up Nat Pacheco, number 10, to the plate. Had the ball one on her during that replay. She watches that changeup go by. It's good discipline there with no strikes on you. Don't want to swing at that. I was chatting with Nat about things she does or hobbies she has, and I remember seeing a picture on Facebook. She got a truck, and she named it Buster. And this is a behemoth of a truck. I don't know how Nat gets into it, honestly. It's about 3 foot off the ground, which is, fitting. Nat's a 2023 not committed, obviously, at this point.
She's also a multi-sport athlete. In 2020, she was on the varsity basketball team.
Mm-hmm.
She must be good. She's short. Wow.
And the pitch is thrown with a foul ball.
Another good hack there.
And a questionable call, but the count is 3-2.
Okay. Oh, good job hitting there, Nat.
Yeah, good piece of hitting with a line drive up the middle to bring Nat Pachano to first base.
So bring up number 44, Grace Simmons, to the plate. She joined our team this summer. She's actually a 2024, so she's a lot younger than a lot of our players. Came in to help out at first base, and she brings a strong bat. That's why she's in the top part of this lineup.
And a ball hit through the 3-4 hole. That will bring Megan Lee, who is running for Nat Pachano,
Pacheco,
to third base. In the 6th hole, we have Brooke Civic, number 2, who had a walk in the 2nd inning. Mia Loscano will be on the first base for Grace Simmons. She takes off in a perfect bunt, not fielded in time. Mia Loscano will score, and Brooke Civic will take second base.
That's chaos on the base paths. That's what those three do right there. Megan Lee, Mia, and Brooke. It's always chaos.
Yeah, the defense sure didn't look to know where to go with the ball at that time.
Yeah, that was a perfect bunt too. Can't get more perfect than that, especially with their speed. That's a no-doubter for her. That will bring up number 11, Lindsay Odell.
Nope.
CJ Castilla, my bad.
Yeah. So it's interesting. CJ 2 weeks ago at the it was at one of the Glory workouts in Colorado. Just during one of the camps, she actually hit one over the fence, and she hadn't done that before.
Oh,
And
really?
sure enough, during the actual tournament, she ended up with, I think it was 3 home runs total.
Wow.
So go from not hitting any home runs to hitting 3 was amazing. She had a great week
Wow. Was that at the Colorado?
at the Sparkler, yeah.
That's always a
Great
fun
time to
tournament
do it,
play.
right?
Yep, for sure.
Mhm. Oh, yeah, maybe the light atmosphere, maybe.
Maybe, but
CJ might agree with you on that.
and a good hit Oh, just to dive. I mean, that's why they had the home run derby for the MLB there, I think.
Absolutely.
That was fun to watch. But yeah, the Colorado Sparkler is always a fun tournament to play. One of my favorites.
Makes your heart drop a little bit.
That was a great attempt there. It was in foul territory. It might have been off camera for you. It looks like number 11 out in right field for Tulsa Elite. She made a diving attempt out in foul territory.
Count is 1 and 2. And the pitch is thrown. Drop third strike. Catcher does not make the attempt to throw the ball to first base. Number 11, CJ Castilla takes first, and bases are loaded.
Another miscue on the defense. With 2 outs, we needed to just go ahead and throw that up to first and get out of the inning.
But that will bring up number 41, Lindsay Odell, in the 8-hole spot. Oh, and a deep fly ball
Ball
hit.
is hit well, but it's held up by the wind. It's caught by the left fielder.
And that will end the inning with runners left on each base for Glory Naudin South, but they still lead 5-0 over the Tulsa Elite 316. All right, it's the bottom of the third. 16 Naudin South leads Tulsa Elite 316 5-0. Now up to bat is Peyton Spexar, number 26, who started the game at first base.
Defensively here for Naudin South, there's been a few changes. In the circle now, we got Haley Carmona, number 4, 2023, to be pitching. Around the infield, we got Nat Pacheco at third, and Mia and Brooke are still at short and second, and Grace Simmons comes back in to play first base. In the outfield, it looks like they've shifted around a little bit more. We got Megan Lee in left, CJ Castilla in center, and Megan Kellner is now in right field. So those 3 outfielders now are just kind of swapping around each inning.
The pitch is thrown, and that will make it for ball 1.
2.
Ball is low. high outside ball. Make the count 3-0. Let's see if she gets the green light on this pitch. 2-0 and 3-0, that's the hitter's count. You know, you could split up the plate, look for your pitch, and drive it wherever you want. And obviously, if it's not that pitch, then you can take it, and you get another chance.
Yep. She did have the green light.
She did have the green light, and it was hit foul ball. I would guess she's looking for that inside pitch because the pitch was a little high and inside. That's the turn on that pitch. Count is 3-1. And that'll be ball 4. Peyton Spexar will be on first base. That will bring up number 34, Addie Canfield. Now with no outs, let's see. We see that the third base coach gave her a sign. So as a defense, you have to wonder if that's going to be a bunt play or if she's just going to hit away.
Especially when the batter sits there and stares deeply at that wristband.
For sure.
It goes away.
The pitch is thrown, taken. Runner stays at first, and the count is now 0-1.
Tell him that that girl's not living
Okay, the umbrella's not going.
But I zip tied myself in it, so I could like climb over.
Oh, I saw that.
But it's not on. I didn't put it on.
Pitch is inside. So she's not showing a bunt, so good job by the infield for staying back on that pitch. And she is a power hitter, so at that point, if she does get a bunt down, it's almost a win for the defense.
Defensively, that's a good call there.
For sure. And the ball is pulled to left field, a line drive caught by number 27, Megan Lee. And that will bring up number 14, Hannah Decker, who is also the pitcher.
Yeah, it looked like the ball was a little bit out, and she still pulled it that far, so wasn't able to get her
Yeah,
hips behind it.
but shows off some power that she has. Even if she doesn't get a piece of it, she still hit it fairly deep to left field.
1-2.
Hannah Decker swings at the first pitch, just foul. As a pitcher in high school, it was always good to know where the umpire is calling it, so you know what your pitch selection is going to look like and what what balls you're going to swing at. And the ball is grounded up. Pitcher looks at second base, but decides to go first for the fielder's choice out. Now number 33, Morgan Thatcher, is up to bat. Pitch on the outside corner for the strike. Got her to chase the outside pitch.
I used to coach Haley Carmona years ago, and she's actually been this size for a while, but man, she can bring the heat. I don't know what her top speed is now, but I know about a year ago it was 57, 58, so she can bring it. And she has a killer changeup. So she'll freeze you with the speed and then bring that changeup. It's pretty nice.
Ball is thrown down by number 12, Lily Garcia, who showed off her arm was a little off target, but you can see that she has some strength and power behind her throw. Strike 3 is called. A good inning for Haley Carmone. And that will end the 3rd inning. 16 Naudin South leading 5-0 over the Tulsa Elite 316. All right, it's the top of the 4th inning. The score is 5-0. 16 Naudin South is in the lead, and that'll bring up number 99, Katie Noble. A quick pitching change for the Tulsa Elite 316. Now in the circle we have Audrey Rumsey, and still behind the plate is Trinity Kuntz. Ball 2.
Already seen Katie play a little bit first base today. You'll see her later this afternoon in the circle, one of our 4 pitchers we have on this team.
Oh, and a strike is called. Looked like the same pitch as the second pitch in the count, but this time it is called a strike for the count to be 2-1.
Ball 3, high and outside.
And the pitch is fouled off to make the count, full count, 3-2.
So Audrey's a tall girl, coach's kid, about 6 foot, 6'1", from Goddard Eisenhower, 3rd at state this year in 5A.
And the line drive is hit in the 5-6 hole just over 3rd base to allow Katie Noble to advance to first base. Bringing up the 10-hole spot, Tamar Reyna.
Gonna have a pinch runner here for Katie, I think. See what Coach Jaime does. Yep, he brings in Brooke Civic.
Got a lot of speed on this team, a lot of options for pinch runners. And she goes. Catcher hesitates on the throw. Count is 0-1. And a line drive up the middle.
Just gonna push Brooke Civic across the plate. Good job of hitting there by Tamar Reyna to go opposite field with that pitch.
And in the 11-hole spot, we have Megan Kellner, number 45.
She takes ball one there. Megan qualified last year for a state powerlifting meet, actually, in her weight class. She was in the 132 weight class. Some things I like to talk about is she squatted 290 and deadlifted 295, so she can throw around some weight.
Yeah, for sure. It's interesting to see how different athletes can all come together and play softball that way, and you can see how athletic they are overall.
That's a big pitch, got her off the handles there to fly out to the shortstop. Well, and they each have their own interests, right? They come together for softball, but some like volleyball, some like basketball.
Yeah. I think it's important to open your mind to other sports just because they teach you different things each.
Brings up our current pitcher for Naudin South, number 4, Haley Carmona. She gave me some info that her, speaking of things that you do outside of softball, her favorite class is chemistry.
Nice. Now, Haley Carmona, she is small, but she is not afraid to showcase her power, both in pitching and hitting. A hard ground ball to third base, just fumbled a little bit. Doesn't throw it, so Haley Carmona is on first base now. It looks like she'll get a pinch runner, number 45, Megan Kellner. And now to bat, we have the leadoff, Mia Loscano, who attends Hayes High School. Foul ball. And it is bunted for a foul ball. Both times, Mia Loscano has gone line drive to shortstop. One fell over her and one was just right to her. So let's see if she does the same or what she does in this case scenario with runners on first and second. Ball is outside, just off the catcher's mitt. Runners at second and third now.
Yeah, it was 0-2, so she's trying to get her to chase something high and outside. And unfortunately, the catcher couldn't hold it.
For sure. With another foul ball.
Yep, she's doing her job battling up there.
For sure. Both pitcher and hitter. You can tell Audrey Rumsey, she's pretty tall and she uses her stride to her advantage.
That was a great looking pitch right there. Good job.
I think everyone might have been fooled there.
Yeah, for sure. Looked like a close pitch. I would have swung. And the ball is hit to third base. Just off the tip again. And Mia Loscano will reach on the air for third base, so that makes bases loaded. Now to bat, number 27, Megan Lee.
Yeah, ball hit right at Morgan Thatcher. She had a chance to make a nice play there and just couldn't quite come up with it.
And the ball is chased high. Megan Lee, for her high school, has won the defensive MVP. Shows how strong she is on the field.
Yeah, in her sophomore and junior year, first team all-district, as would be expected for most of these girls at this level. Looking through my notes here, one thing I circled is that this has to be my favorite of all. She loves fried chicken, and I love
Nice.
fried chicken too. So we were talking about food earlier and fueling.
Get some canes after this game.
There you go.
Ball is fouled off. And they count 1 and 2 with 1 out. Bases loaded.
You know, we talk about all these activities that they do outside of softball, and these girls still have the smarts. You know, just like Megan Lee here, she's 105 out of 500 plus kids. You know, they're all in their close to their top 10% of their class or better. Some salutatorian rank, so that's pretty phenomenal.
Definitely carrying further than softball will.
Yep.
Sure.
And it's a hard balance to be both a student and an athlete, so it's really impressive to see the athletes out here leading the school in academics. And the ball is hit over left field in the 5-6 hole. That will score number 77, Tamar Reyna, and number 45, Megan Kellner.
Yeah, reached out there on a 2-2 count. Really hit a nice ball sharply to left center.
Shows a good adjustment by the batter because they've learned now that the umpire is going to call that as a strike.
So runners are on first and second, and that will bring up number 12, Lily Garcia, who is behind the plate today for Texas Glory 60 New South. Lily attends Troy High School. Ball is hit back up at the pitcher. Some aggressive base running by number 5, Loscano, who will score on that ball. Tough hit for pitcher Audrey Rumsey, but to make runners advance to first and second. That will bring up number 10, Nat Pichano.
We'll get that.
We were talking about Nat earlier and her big truck. She also plays trumpet in the band, so she is a well-rounded student here. Does a little bit of everything.
Oh, you're up on her.
Two.
Count is 1-0. Still 1 out.
Wow, she is our student body class president too. Well done, Nat. Ooh.
Ball is
Great
popped up
play.
to right field, and a great play by the right fielder who fires it to second for a double play.
Who is that out in right field?
We'll look at that again.
Emma Edwards. Yep. A good play by Emma Edwards out in the outfield, but Texas Glory, Naudin South, still leads 9-0 over the Tulsa lead 316. Let's get a quick replay on that last play.
Oh, phenomenal.
A great turn and throw to end the inning.
You are on, and there's Ed right behind you.
There's Coach
Hey,
Ed behind
Mick,
us.
how are you?
I'm good.
The famous Mickey Wark, one of the greatest third basemen in Glory history.
Thank you.
How's your rehab?
It's going good. I am just about a couple weeks out of my surgery, so doing good.
Did it hurt?
Did it hurt? Yeah, it did. Yep.
It hurt a little bit,
It hurt a
right?
little bit. My arm hurt a little bit, but
Oh.
I'm good.
It hurt when I found out about it.
Yeah.
I hurt for you.
Oh,
Aww. We need violins now.
Me and Coach Ed go a couple years back. I played for his 14 and 16U team.
Yeah, I had you for 4 years, right?
Yep. Best coach I've had helped a lot through my recruiting process and everything. So done a lot for me and a lot of other girls around. So yeah,
Thank you, Mick.
of course.
Yeah, I'm excited. A little bit different, right? Did we ever have TVs and cameras
No.
when we were playing?
Nope, we would have to send emails and get them out there ourselves, but technology is cool now and you can just clip it and send it and
Yeah,
whatever.
that would have been helpful, right?
Yep, for sure.
But who's hitting now?
Up to bat.
Reese Heffley, leadoff.
What high school is she at?
She's from Hillsboro High School, a little small 3A school.
All of them in Oklahoma? All these kids from Oklahoma?
No, sir, we're all from Kansas.
Oh, that's right. Oh my
The-
God,
the-
Kansas.
The 316 is the Wichita area code.
Thank you. That's right.
We franchised there about 5 or 6 years ago with Rob Miller.
Yeah, good man.
Yeah. His daughter played for Glory, and
Yeah,
now at
one of our kids.
Texas Arlington.
Town is 0-2. Yeah, we were talking earlier about how your daughter went to KU.
She did.
Good. I'll be going there. Excited.
You'll be playing third base, same position she played.
Yep. Hopefully.
I think that'll be the case. Yeah, she was played there for 4 years, 4-year starter. Really proud of her. She's getting married in 2 weeks.
Ah, so exciting.
Oh my God!
Town is 0-2.
Sorry, we go back to the ball game.
It's okay. Ball is low.
I think it's 2 and 2.
Count is 2-2.
Yeah, Reese is a multi-sport athlete, basketball, track.
From Kansas again?
Yes.
Yep.
Not Oklahoma.
Well, we have a Tulsa, Texas Glory team that's in Wichita, Kansas.
No,
Also.
it never ends, right?
Chris Way's team.
It never
So.
ends.
We have Haley Carmona still in the circle for Texas Glory.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming out and helping us.
Yeah, it's always fun.
And strike 3.
There's that changeup.
Lily Garcia does a good job of holding onto that pitch, even though she does foul it off a little bit. That will be the first out of the inning to bring up number 6, Navana Lopez, who is also a switch hitter. A strike on the outside corner.
Awesome, yeah, nice ball. A few defensive changes here between pitches. I'll roll around the infield. We got Nat Pacheco at third. Brooke Civic moved over from second to short. And now Tamar Reyna is at second. And one of our backup pitchers, Lindsay Odell, is at first base. It was a swing and a miss by the batter. Another great pitch by Haley Carmona. And that out in the outfield, Mia Loscano went from short to left field. We got Megan Lee in center and CJ Castilla's out in right. So. Again, these games are nice because you can swap girls around and let coaches see them in different positions and get them some game time.
Ball is just outside. A good 0-2 pitch, though.
That's what one of my good friends calls an enticement
Yes.
pitch. Trying to entice that batter to swing at that.
Yep.
So Haley's got some movement on the ball today. It looks good from up here.
Ball is fouled off. Good at bat for Nevaeh.
Yeah, if you don't like it, just stick it in the fence.
Yeah, for sure. Foul it off until you like it. The pitcher will bring it to you. Count is 1-2 with 1 out. And another foul pitch. Have after a lot of pitches by the pitcher, Haley Carmona, the catcher, Lily Garcia, decides to take a break, give her a little breathing time, and just discuss what pitches they're going to throw up next.
I'm sorry.
Hi, baby. How are you? Good. Just had some dog.
I didn't get one. Stranger hug is awesome.
I know. She's like high school with my daughter, so.
Another foul pitch.
Alright, I'll be back, girl.
Count is 1-2. Lopez is doing a good job of fouling off every pitch in Haley Carmona's pitching sequence. So as a pitcher, that's always frustrating and difficult, but just remaining and drilling the corners is a good thing to do. It's popped up to left field and caught by the left fielder.
It's Mia Loscano out there playing left field. So again, trying to show off she's not only a great middle infielder, she can play some outfield.
And that'll bring up the 3-hole hitter, Audrey Rumsey, number 24, who had a line drive up the middle that did not score a run, but she did get on base from that line drive. And the ball is low. Ball popped just over shortstop's head. So Audrey Rumsey is standing at first. And that will bring up number 22, Riley Lusk, who started this game at second base.
Yeah, kind of jammed her, but she had enough power to force it over the shortstop's head to go 2 for 2 on the day.
I was going to add to that too, you're right. And she kept her hands in, kept compact, and just drove straight through. It was a pretty swing.
Yeah.
Riley Lusk now up to bat. Ball is outside. Lily Garcia does a little pump fake to make sure that Audrey Rumsey stays on first and doesn't get any ideas to advance to second.
Yeah, Riley is playing second today. She's another one of our pitchers. She does a pretty good job. She throws 60-61 right in there right now.
You don't see many pitchers that also play positions on the field outside of pitching, so just shows how athletic she is. Still got 2 down. A low strike call, but a good pitch by Haley Carmona. And strike 3 is called on the outside corner to close out the 4th inning. 16 Naudin South leading Tulsa Elite 316 9-0.
versus 6.
All right, it's the top of the 5th, 9-0. Naudin South still leads. Up to bat is 5-hole hitter Grace Simmons, number 44. And the pitch is fouled off. Still in the circle for Tulsa Elite 316 is Audrey Rumsey, and behind the plate is Trinity Kuntz.
Oh, I don't like to badmouth umpires, but I don't know about that one.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a stretch, but
If it was anything else, if this was a real tournament, there'd be a coach thrown out on that
for
one.
sure. Ball high and out. Makes the count 1 and 2. Ball is fouled. Will be out of play to the left side. Ball is pulled and just underneath the glove of number 26, Peyton Spexar. Grace Simmons will advance to first base. And now up to bat is Brooke Civic.
Yep, good piece of hitting with 2 strikes on her.
For sure. And for a pinch hitter, we have Mia Loscano again. Not a surprise, because her speed is just ridiculous. Number 2 up to bat.
Ooh, great throw.
And a great throw down to throw out Mia Loscano. A perfect throw, right side of the bag, low. Just everything you want in a catcher's throw down.
Yep, Kuntz to Lopez for that out.
Now the bases are cleared. Brooke Civic still up to bat. And the bunt is just perfect. And she'll be safe on that.
About a half step there, barely.
Good defense, but speed kills.
Yep. It must be fun to have that speed. Just
What, you don't?
Just tap the ball and go. No, I definitely don't. But a perfect bunt. Just lay it down with 1 out, no one on. No doubter. That'll bring up CJ Castillo. And there she goes again. Brooke Civic takes second base for the steal.
Should I give it to you? It's twice as fast, but
She's pretty.
that's just fast.
From San Marcos High School, Castillo. Ball is just outside. Ball is just tapped to left field. Just foul down the third baseline.
Kind of have to swing at that because umpire's calling that strikeout there.
Yep. You know, at least he's consistent with it, so you can't be surprised when you get that pitch.
That is one of the worst things when the umpire changes his zone in the middle of the game.
For sure. And it looks like both sides are adjusting pretty well to those pitches. And
Great job by the catcher there to keep that in front of her.
I know as a hitter it has to be frustrating just to see those pitches go by and knowing you can't reach to it, but the girls are doing good with their composure and staying in the game.
There's that pitch, yeah. That one was reasonable.
Yes.
Maybe 2 balls off the plate, but still reasonable.
Ball is high and out. That will walk CJ Castilla. So Brooke Sevick is still at second. CJ is on first. And that will bring up number 41, Lindsay Odell.
A little more info on Lindsay here with all her accolades, as she's a pitcher down at Taylor High School, as a 2021 district MVP for that district down there. It's a neat little part of Texas if you don't know it.
So it looks like she got the bunt signal to maybe advance those runners on first and second, but she pulled back for the ball.
Is Taylor close to Martha?
Taylor's east
As a coach with one out and seeing the third base and first base so pulled back, it might not be a bad idea to lay down a bunt here just to see cause some chaos in the field.
That was a good job by the catcher there again, but Brooke is just too quick over there on second base.
Okay, to the junior. Jeez. A little bit underrated there.
Little player meeting going on the field. Mia Loscano, she's really aggressive with base running. It's just as soon as she sees that ball down or the catcher's eyes not on her, she can just take off, and with her speed, she is usually safe. Runners on second and third, one out. 3-0 count, not a horrible situation to be in as a batter. Ball is inside. And she will walk down the line. Bases are now loaded. And that will bring up number 99, Katie Noble.
So the defense shifts in, trying to get the force at home here.
Looks like Naudin South will add even more speed on the bases and put number 5, Mia Loscano, on first base. Strike is called. Ball is popped foul, out of play.
Strike.
And another foul ball.
Yeah, I tried to go up and in on her there on an 0-2 count.
Yeah, for sure. And as a pitcher, what you want in this situation is a ground ball anywhere in the infield, just preferably the left side, just so you can make it a quick turn. As a hitter, with one out, you're looking for a ball to the right side, hard hit, or a ball in the air that will lead to a sac fly. So let's see what happens here. Another ball fouled off for an 0-2 count. Ball in the dirt. A good job by Trinity Kuntz behind the plate to knock that down.
Yeah, definitely saved a run there and try to get her to chase something.
And a nice nice liner to left center field that will drop and roll all the way to the fence. Loscano, with her speed, scores all the way from first, and a great relay to throw out Katie Noble. Probably should have slid there, but still a great play on defense. That will score 3 runners and clear the bases for number 77, Tamar Reyna. Score is now 11-0. Naudin South leading. Oh my bad, it's 12-0. Naudin. Two outs. Long line drive blooper to shortstop to end the top of the 5th inning, 12-0 Naudin South.
Looks like that'll be into the game here between these two teams. We'll be back shortly for next game in the lineup, game 3 of the day. Y'all hang on, watch some more.